Hi, you guys. I'm bringing you a review of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, today we're to the point where they're in my favorite vacation spot there in Jamaica. Marlo has invited the girls along for a actual getaway slash girls trip. We're to the point now we're still trying to solve the actual argument between Marlo, Candy, and Todd. Basically, they had a little argument where they basically was going back and forth, and Candy basically made a low blow, as Marlo would say, about her basically giving back her nephews. Marlo interjects and basically says that Todd basically was using Candy. Candy basically tells Marlo that she was wrong for saying stuff that was untrue about her husband. Marlo also lets Candy know that she was wrong for saying things about her nephews. Candy apologized, said yes, she was wrong for saying something about the nephews because at the end of the day, they were not a part of the argument. But she wants Marlo to also apologize about saying things are untrue about her husband. They basically decide they want to agree to disagree. The ladies are to the point where they, are real strong willed, as I say. In other words, if they feel like they feel strongly about something, they're going to stand up for it. We have a special guest. That actually is Mayetta, who's actually Neil's ex-wife. She actually comes on as I guess, a plus one, a friend of the show. Basically, she's on there as a guest of Candy's. She basically is watching this head on, seeing how the ladies are interacting. It's just a lot. Kenya and the new lady is to the point where they actually are having a little head to head. Basically, they had a little argument earlier, and she feels as though instead of her coming to Kenya and apologizing, she goes and apologizes to Sheree. Kenya basically takes it to heart and basically feels like she's basically shading her in this particular instance. Basically, what the lady is saying is that she wasn't trying to shade Kenya or anything like that. She basically feels like Kenya just turning things around and makes it seem like she's the problem when really she actually she's not. Like she said, she was trying to, make amends. She was not trying to argue and go on and on about the same things. But as you know, Kenya's a real hard head. She's not gonna back down, especially when it comes down to an argument. She would not let this new lady have anything to say or have any type of leeway. The husband excused himself. He says he had work in the morning, so he decides he's going to lead the table. Candy basically interjects in the confessional, lets Kenya know that being this type of argument, all she's doing is setting herself up, not to even get anything type of things resolved. But we all know Kenya. Kenya's not going to back down. She's going to say what she got to say. She doesn't understand what nobody has to say. But what I did not know about Elise is that actually she has visited Jamaica before. She basically knows the language and she basically says a lot of things in the confessional that are really, really funny. She basically throwing shade at Kenya, as we all know. A lot of people in the elephant in the room is they're trying to see whether or not Sheree is going to bring her new beau Martell on. There's rumors that she might bring him on later on in the show, and that she's actually going to have some type of fashion show for her She by Sheree salon, and maybe he might be a actual model or slash guest. I am here for it. I'm ready to see, considering that Martell and Sheree are the new couple now. Considering that she's so called dating him now, so we got to see what it is and see whether or not Sheree's gonna bring him on the show. My thing is, I think that's what she's gonna do. That probably be her storyline to remain on the show. That's just my opinion. But Miss Kenya wants to know what in the world is Miss Arlisa's problem with her. And basically, what she got mad about was something really, really cute. They were saying that she didn't get Kenya a birthday cake. Who knew that it was actually Kenya's birthday? We'll get a chance to maybe, I guess, we'll maybe explore the actual birthday setting for Kenya on the next episode. But this particular argument that goes between Marlo and Candy was really, really, cute because in the day, Candy is not gonna be the type that she gonna let anybody talk to her kind of any kind of sideways or crazy. If you know Candy from day one, she will not back down when it comes to an argument. And it was really cute to see how she was going back and forth with Marlo, because Marlo was taking jabs at her husband and she didn't like that. If you know how Candy is, she really, really team Todd. She don't like you to say a whole lot about Todd. But she basically was trying to nitpick and trying to say that Ty was using Candy as far as financial reasons concerned. And she kept making references to the things that, Mama George used to say back in the day. Like Candy said, that's a low blow. Most importantly, you have nothing to do with our husband. Maybe you need to find you a man or better yet, a husband. I thought that was really shady, but it is what it is. How Candy is. Candy ain't finna play fair when it comes to Todd. But I was really, shocked to see Manietta. I didn't know whether or not she was actually gonna be on the show, but to see her on there, I don't know if she's gonna be a new addition to the show or she just here for this particular episode. I don't know, but we got to see what it is, and it is what it is. Now, Miss Drew's to the point where she's actually a little quiet this particular episode. Drew don't say a whole lot. When she do say most times she just trying to defend her husband or what it is. I know they were supposed to have some type of marital problems, and basically what she was saying was that people were coming for her saying that her husband actually was going with the actual fitness trainer. She said it's not any truth to that. It is what it is. Her and her husband are, she say happily married and they have no, type of issues or nothing like that. But I'm ready to see what Miss Sheree is giving. Miss Sheree got her new braids or whatever. I don't know if this particular thing is taping when she actually is dating Martell in true time. I don't know, but the rumor is out that they actually are together. They've seen photos of Sheree, with Martell. But I'm willing to see whether or not she gonna be bold enough to bring him on the show as her actual beau. Because as of right now, it's just her and Kenya that don't actually have a actual beau that actually on the show. In other words, that they put on the show. But I am here to see what these ladies are giving. Jamaica is gorgeous. The scenery is, like I said, gorgeous. I'm glad the ladies decided to do this episode in Jamaica. I personally like Jamaica, and it just typical Real Housewives of Atlanta type stuff. The women gonna go at it. They gonna have their little cat fights. It is what it is. But like Sheree was saying, ain't nobody gonna check her. It is what it is. Sheree said she just came to, have a good time. She ain't come to, start no mess with these women, but she will end the mess. But I was, kind of bittersweet about seeing Candy and Marlo decide they actually wanted to squash that beef. But it's one of the things why secretly I kind of did want to keep going back and forth because it was getting juicy. They was basically giving out details or whatever. And like Candy say, she's gonna Michelle Obama when she go high, she go low. I thought it was really cute. A lot of people say that saying a lot now, and I think it's really cute. But it's just the fact she interjected into the conversation to let Marlo know that whatever you say about me, I got to come back, and most importantly, it's gonna be a low blow. So Miss Marlowe found out the hard way that Candy don't play fair, especially when it comes to Todd. But I listened to the point where they actually went on a rafting adventure. A lot of people was to the point they said they enjoyed it, them a chance to get a little woosah moment. Actually, cruise the actual lake, and get a little, bird's eye view of everything and see, take in Jamaica. Candy and Todd was actually on the raft together. Marlo and Kenya were actually on there together. The new lady was actually on there with Marietta. Actually, everybody was strolling down. They didn't have any type of issues. Everybody like they was enjoying themselves. The women are to the point they actually decided they were going to have dinner. Dinner went pretty good. Nobody went to the fact they was arguing or whatever. But Marlo did bring up what happened as far as the argument was concerned. That's where everybody had to have a conversation. And henceforth, when they decided they wanted to, have a woosah moment and most importantly, agree to disagree. And Candy decided she wanted to, squash the beef and, say she was sorry for what she said about Marlo's nephews. I don't think Marlo gonna let it go. I think she just let it go for that particular moment. But I think she's still feeling a way about it because at the end of the day, it really was something that actually happened. If you're not familiar with the backstory, Marlo actually took over custody of her nephews when her sister, I think she had to go to rehab, something like that. So Marlo took over custody of her nephews, and basically, she's being their parent as of now. I personally think that she's doing a good job, but she probably had a little moment where she had to go and separate or whatever and get back to doing what she does. But Miss Marlowe do what she does. When Miss Marlowe is the fashionista of the group, you can't take that from her. But we got to see what Miss Sheree gonna get is this particular episode, this season period. I'm trying to see if she gonna revamp She by Sheree. Cause she been saying for the longest time that she was, that's why basically why her and Martell got together. That's her lie. And she's sticking to it, as I say. I personally think she just got back with Martell because that's what she wanted to do. I don't think it was no tea or no shade or nothing like that right there. Cause right now, Martell is, as he say, a single man. But I've been seeing pictures floating around of them or whatever. They've been booed up or whatever. But I ain't gonna believe it till I see her really bring him on the show and say what it is and address the elephant in the room that they're out of a relationship. But as of right now, they just you gotta see what it is, and I guess anybody's better than the other guy she had. Because if you're not familiar with the backstory, she was dating a guy that actually was currently in prison. He ghosted her so many times that Sheree decided that it is what it is. She was gonna leave that relationship alone. It was pretty much hard to watch to see Sheree going through that particular thing because in the end of the day she put her whole heart and soul into that relationship. But I think she realized in the end that she was in that relationship by herself. But it is what it is. But we're gonna see what Miss Drew gonna do and see whether or not she's still gonna be, Miss Drew. She don't give a whole lot. It is what it is on her particular end. But Miss King trying to hold her own. She still got a little storyline with her ex-husband, considering that she is a new mom. She brings Brooklyn on every now and then, but we don't really hear a whole lot about her actual custody battle or her actual divorce from her husband. I'm thinking that it probably is final by now, so I'm not real sure. But we don't hear a whole lot about that. Miss King just ride her own way. She does what she does. But Miss Kenya always gonna hold her own. It is what it is. But I'm glad the ladies decided they want to squash everything, and it seemed like they enjoyed the rest of the trip. Everybody had a woosah moment. Everybody wanted to, go around and enjoy drinks. They had a great little dinner. The chef decided they were gonna give them beef, uh, oxtails, and they actually had curry goat. I personally was my mouth was what I don't know about nobody else's when I heard what they had on menu. I personally have had oxtails, but I never had the curry goat, but I would like to try it. But I'm pretty sure anything that you try in Jamaica will be not only authentic but will be great. But I'm ready to see what next episode is giving and see what these ladies got on the agenda. Because anytime the housewives got something going on, it's gonna be spicy, and most importantly, it is what it is. But looking forward to the next episode, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to it as well. I did enjoy this episode, like I said, especially with it being the backdrop in Jamaica. You cannot go wrong. I'm glad that Marlo decided to ask the ladies to come along, and most important, I'm glad the ladies did come along. Like everybody enjoyed themselves. They all needed a break. It is what it is, but we'll see what the next episode is giving, and I promise I'll bring you guys an actual update slash review of the next episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the reviews as much as I am bringing the reviews to you guys. I hope you guys will leave me a comment and most importantly thumbs up the video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks, guys.